And welcome to my channel. This is Veroosh, and this is the main channel, youtube.com/Veroosh. I've tried to stream now 3 times and it broke down on me every time. It's not quite Mercury retrograde yet, so I'm not sure what's going on. But this is a timeless reading, meaning when you're catching this video, that's fine. This is a message for you. So you can watch this in 2033 or 2020, 2019, anytime to find out how someone feels about you. I say, how does he feel? But if you're dating a woman, or if you're seeing a woman and you're wondering about a woman, feel free to switch the pronoun around to the one that is suitable for you. And also, if you are interested, I am accepting members into my team. So if you guys want to subscribe and join, hit the join button right by the Veroosh title. So just look for join, Join, and that can show up in slightly different places based on whether you're using your computer or whether you're using your phone. But if it's all underneath the screen, so wherever you're watching, underneath is the join button, and I want to encourage you guys to join and participate, because we're going to make this really fun. So as you guys know, I do my all signs readings at random. I have my little dice for order. If you guys don't know, I created the all sign reading many years ago when I was doing the daily show, and I also created pick a card. So if you guys want to find out a message about how he feels about you, just go into the description and check out the pick a card video. That is the second part of this video. Okay, so let's begin. I'm excited to be here with you guys. I'm using the Art of Love Tarot, and if someone who's watching live wouldn't mind volunteering to keep track, that would be very nice of you. So let's take a look at whose sign we're looking at first. How does he feel about you? Sagittarius. Oh, powerful energy with Sag right now. I've gotten some downloads for Sag. I feel like I've gotten some downloads for Sag, but not the Saggies who watch me. So I've gotten downloads about Sages who are not nice Sages. So it won't be relevant to you guys, but I feel like there's definitely some Sages out there that are causing problems, specifically male Sages that are sort of doing something and then they are trying to spread rumors or trying to in some way really instigate conflict, where they were the ones, because they're feeling self-conscious that they were the ones who started conflict in the first place. So they're trying to kind of I don't know where their mentality is, but I really feel like there's some male Sages out there that are really covering up some stuff, so that might be relevant to some cross-watchers out there. I'm not calling out. Remember, so when we're watching, cross-watching, or if someone hurts us, when we get a message like this that's sort of disparaging, whatever, that's not against the good Sages that are watching, right? That's not against, it's a message because there are bad people out there that are doing bad things, and messages like that are not for the people who are watching. They're messages for the people who are being hurt by someone who happens to be a Sag moon and rising. But I really got a strong download about manipulative energy, where someone's feeling very, very, very self-conscious about what they've done or what they continue to do, and they are trying to kind of, you know, in a very frivolous way, very Queen of Wands kind of energy, play it off as if it's somebody else's fault or business. So watch out for anybody dealing with a male Sag. And specifically the message stalker comes through, so someone who has been spying on you, who may be trying to accuse you of something similar. So anyway, so let's take a look. That's just a sidebar. I get messages all the time. I've been trying to work in these messages for a while now, so hopefully that's helping someone out there. Okay, so let's find out, how does he feel about you, Sag? Okay, so first we have the 5 of Wands, 5 of Trees. This is limitation. So this is somebody didn't have enough money, and I'm sorry, Sages. I'm just going to tell my message, and if it's affecting you, then please take it as something is affecting you, okay? Yeah, that's the Sag. Yeah, exactly. So Holy Guacamole says, like, what did I do? No, that's the Sages you are dealing with. So we're not talking about the woke, healthy, beautiful, gorgeous Sages that watch the readings. But someone did, and this might be an energy attached to Sag, so you guys want to keep a really open mind when you're watching readings, to really be flexible minded, to try to figure out with your intuition what that means in your life. We're not trying to prove anyone, we're not trying to convince anyone of anything. That's how readings work. So if you guys, the clients with whom I work, who have an open mind, open heart, who engage with the energy and work with me, get the best time out of the equation. Those people who come down with a short, closed mind, or very kind of like trying to test someone. You know, when people call and they say they test psychics, and they call, it's like a thing on YouTube. That's the worst thing to do. That's the fastest way you're going to confuse a psychic. Because when you're closed-minded or closed-hearted and you're doing that kind of stuff, then that's not engaging in the energy. So the responsibility is on you guys. Those people who comment all the time, those people who participate, damn straight that makes the energy real for them. We're creating something together, you guys. So I want you guys to participate. That's a message for Sag, but that's a message for everyone as well. So if somebody doing time caps wants to kind of time cap, give people a hint that there's a little bit of a kernel here for some good information, then please do so. But someone did. So listen, whenever you go out and do something in the world, this is the message for Sag. Whenever you go out and do something in the world, there's going to be people who try to exploit it, to get money out of the situation and they're charlatans, right? No matter what you do, you can try to argue with it. I worked in a tech industry before. This is in hardware. I worked in hardware, the people who make things, you know, that run computers. And so I was a marketer in that department. Do you think that they were not crawling all over each other and fighting tooth and nail to fight for who had the upper hand? Of course they did. They had technical skills and abilities, but still it was so cutthroat. So somebody's being cutthroat because they don't have enough money. And so they've relocated from far away to a place where they don't know a lot of people, and now they're hurtful towards anyone they come into contact with. That's what's going on. There's no emotional connection there. It's another stage of the narcissistic culture we live in. It's just, you know, other people talk about the personal aspects of narcissism. I think I'm going to talk about the social aspects of narcissism because that's where my strength is. So this is what's going on, okay? So we're learning, we're growing, everything's great. Sorry for the long intro, but I hope it helps the right people. So how does he feel? There's been someone around who has been, and this is, I just finished the pick a card reading for you guys, and this came up in the pick a card readings. There's people around that are fucking, sorry for the swearing, but they're fucking around with your relationships one way or another. Watch the pick a card. When I finish this stream, I'll post the pick a card on the pick a card channel, okay? So if you're a Sag and you're dealing with people, I'm not saying you guys are the ones. I'm going to take my time with this one, okay? So I'm not saying you guys are the ones that are causing the conflict, but are attached to Sag energy. There's some anxious, financial, uncomfortable energy that is narcissistic and psychopathic in the sense that it's willing to hurt other people in order to get success for itself, okay? So that's attached with no heart-based connection towards the other people that they're interacting with, okay? So someone in this dynamic, we're asking that, how does he feel about you, or how does she feel about you? Someone in the dynamic is in some way complicated by the current circumstances, and someone is very, very anxiously trying to gain money at all costs, okay? At all costs, at any cost to anyone else. They will roll over anyone and anything. We're picking a bunch of cards, so I'm going to get going. King of Trees, the Architect, Virgo, Taurus, Sag. The reason I'm so detailed, I think, I just realized what it is that you have a wonderful relationship that's at a risk by exposing it to such an energy. So there is possibly a earth sign, but it could be any sign. There's this, someone is working very, very hard to set up a good life for themselves and a good energy. And this person's not an arguer. This person's not conflict driven, and so this person is looking at this gong show and they're gonna get the crap out of Yuma. They're gonna get out of Dodge, right? They're gonna leave the situation ASAP, but they want to give it to you, Sag. They want to give you that stability that they want for themselves. But this crazy whatever energy that's attached to you guys right now is not good. These are the people who lie. These are the girls who lie to break up a relationship just because they feel insecure about their body, okay? So this is literally that type of a person. The person who will break up a couple because they're insecure about their body, and so they'll ruin something good for someone else. You're dealing with MF, okay? I won't say that because that's a bad word, but so big warning for Sag straight up the start. We have Queen of Hearts, Queen of Hearts, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, secondary transits in water as well. Financial problems, financial worries and concerns. And then there's people who are sort of, one person's being crazy with money. Somebody's being very, very crazy with money. They're either tanking, their business is tanking, they have to stir up drama in order to maintain relevancy. They're just ruthless and cutthroat. And these two good people want good things in life. The Queen of Cups and the King of Trees. They want good things in life, and they have to put up with this energy. Okay? So there we have Sag's card, the acceptance and harmony. And I want you guys, Sagittarius, to remember, I'm glad you guys are accepting the message for what it is. I feel like Sagittarius over the next little while are going to be getting messages like this, because I think some Sagittarius are acting up. So they have that Jupiter in Sag. So if you're a bad Sag, you're going to be doing a lot of bad things right now, right? So I really want you guys who are good, who are watching, to recognize that this energy is attached to you, but it's not you guys. And the bad ones, we have to talk about it because the bad ones are doing crazy things right now, okay? So we have the acceptance, harmony. So please don't take it personally if I say something like that. And you should still watch out for the energy attached to you in some way. Here is the next message. We have the Page of Hearts, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, secondary transits in Earth. I got two cards together. We have the Death card and the Star. This is the card of Scorpio and Aquarius. So the Star is Aquarius, the Death card is Scorpio. But these two came out literally together. I think that there's a positive outcome. How does he feel about you? I feel like this person, whoever you're interacting with, is bogged down with a lot of energy. And I feel like there's really like astute, nice people here that are attached to it, it's almost like this is the brother and two siblings, right? And they're really decent people. They're really, really decent people, but the brother spends all his money on weed or something like that, you know? So, and these people are just sitting there and just taking it in, you know, because they love them. They don't want to get in the way, but this person, there's some bad energy attached to you guys, Sag. So find out what it is and get the crap away from it. So on the second line is more complicated, actually. So what it feels like is really good people are compromised by somebody's really misuse of money, really big misuse of money, and worried about finances. But I think nonetheless there's hope for change. There's hope for taking some kind of a direction. I really hope that you guys, if you're watching this, take care of your money. I feel like there's a lack of doubt that these people are starting out on, this is such a big message, I'm sorry you guys. So these people are just starting out and they need all the help they can get to start their life and get it going. So I feel like they just wish that they had the opportunity to build their life in a healthful way. There is something attached to them that is further destabilizing their life. I feel as though they keep on wanting to start this new path together, but there's constantly someone who is, because everyone sometimes has money, sometimes doesn't. It's a part of being, unless you're like, you know, Bill Gates or whoever. Most of us are pretty much like that. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. And I feel like they very much want to build to the good, but whatever this energy is, it destabilizes them, it throws them off. There's someone who's a really shady person attached to your circumstances, Sag. I'm sorry to tell you. And you need to stick to each other. That's the point. You need, just like Moomins. Do you guys love the Moomins? I love the Moomins. So it's like two people sticking together, heart to heart, sticking together and weathering it out. I'm sorry all the other readings won't be like this, but this is what needs to happen. The two people that just want to leave good enough alone, they will huddle together. I think in the immediate present something still will come to an end, but it's two people who have to have an understanding in each other. That's how he feels about you in order to weather the instability that the external world imposes upon them. Okay, that's how he feels about you. I just started and I did 16 minutes for Sag because it was so important. So I hope you guys like and comment, and go check out the pick a card reading in the description after I'm finished doing the live stream. Okay, next sign. Sorry that took so long. Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Hi Libra, welcome to my channel. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to make the energy real. This is a timeless reading of how does he feel about you. Of course, join the family. And you can join by hitting the join button by my channel name. Okay, Libra, what's going on for you guys? Three of Trees. So we have the Three of Pentacles, Mars in Capricorn. Okay, so Mars in Capricorn, Three of Trees, working hard towards an outcome. You're dealing with quite a simple person, and if you're dealing with a woman, then feel free to switch this up. You're dealing with a simple person who likes, you know, meat and potatoes kind of guy, like, or meat and vegan sausage, whatever. So there's definitely some kind of careful, like applying yourself, working. He goes to work, he comes home, he wants the simple life. He wants his, you know, ATV, maybe camping on the weekend or camping in the summertime. Nine of Hearts is this is a Jupiter in Pisces, stability, fulfillment of wishes. If you want the simple life, Libra, this is your guy. If you want the simple life, this person likes you because it's not complicated. So if that's a genuine thing in your relationship, you guys are good. But if you're hiding Libra just to seem not complicated, then you're going to find that this person's going to start kind of feeling uncomfortable or being more uncomfortable with this relationship when they realize that there's more to the story than meets the eye. But I think for most of you, this person's very satisfied with a simple relationship. Moon and Libra people, let's say hi to me if you're a Moon and Libra. Two of Angels, Two of Swords is your card, the Balance card. So I feel as though this person they want to share love, they want to have love in a relationship, and they just don't want anything complicated. That's the main message that's coming through. They want things simple. They want to eat food, they want to eat dinner, they just want to, you know, go for a nice quiet walk, not too much noise. They want to live in a smaller town or in a suburb, not necessarily in the middle of a city. Page of Angels, the mysticism. So I feel like there's going to be an opportunity in their career that's going to make their life more complicated. They're super unhappy about that right now, Libra. So their simple life, let's say you're dating a cop, right? And he's just like, just in his little small town job, doing his thing, minding his business. But like now he's got an offer to go work in LA. I met one of the main cops that work in Los Angeles, or she got a reading with me, one of the head, police officers in LA. It's really cool, but she did that exact thing. Was she moved from a small town to like LA, and it was just a huge adjustment. So he's facing a big adjustment, your police officer boyfriend, Libra. And Page of Stars, Sag, Leo, or Aries. This will require a moving. He's very anxious about it. He's hoping that you're going to see him through it. He's really a quiet, small town guy, and he doesn't like the noise of the big city. Six of Stars. He's relying on you to help with the change in his life. His life is expanding, and he's hoping that you're going to see him through it. So Libra, he just wants you to help and support him. He's going into a change he's not excited about. My intuition is telling me that he's going to be doing whatever he's changing towards for a really long time. I'm talking like 10, 20 years. He's going to be in this new profession, this new direction. And I feel like he's just hoping that you're going to go with him, wherever he's going. And it's kind of, he's hoping that you're not going to leave him. That's nice. And if it's a woman, it's a woman. There's more information on the Pick a Card channel after I'm done, so go check that out. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to make the energy real. Sorry for being redundant, you guys. I have to. People just jump in on the readings. Okay, so, and let me know in the comments if you guys want like a bonus reading at the end, a bonus message. I'll be happy to do that for everybody watching live. Okay, Aries next. Okay, so all the guys going last are going to go first. Aries, did you guys hear my stomach gurgle? Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising, welcome to my channel. My name is Veroosh, and this is the Veroosh channel, youtube.com/Veroosh. You can join and subscribe by hitting the join button. Okay, so let's see the first message. Seven of Angels, Seven of Swords, progress, Moon in Aquarius, Aries. How does he feel about you, Aries? And remember, if we're talking about a girl, just change the pronoun. He feels about you that he feels like he feels he can't convince you. He feels like he can't convince you. And he has a hard time knowing how to communicate with you, to get on your good side, to make that connection, to get through with his point. What he's doing right now, his strategy is that he is going to randomly communicate with you and catch you off guard and give you some kind of a little poke and then back off and then come back again, because he feels like he can't keep that energy going with you, and he's just going to do bursts of kind of love or excitement with you for now. It's really funny. It feels like Dennis the Menace kind of trying to talk to a girl. Three of Trees, Three of Pentacles. He's working really hard. Everybody's working hard. He's hiding behind his work. Oh, I'm so busy at work. He's hiding his feelings because he doesn't feel confident enough to be able to carry his relationship with you. Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles, contemplation, investment in the future. I think that you're dealing with someone who has a self-esteem issue. I feel like he feels he doesn't have enough to give you, so he's trying to save money and trying to sort of get a stronger resonance to be able to show for himself. It's like a confidence issue. Then we have the Six of Hearts, Sun in Scorpio, the past. Someone's trying to escape their past. They're ashamed of their past. They're embarrassed of their past. So I think that he wants, it's like the kid who grows up on the wrong side of the tracks, and he wants to be with everybody else. And he has earned enough for himself to be self-sustaining, and now he's a part of the rest of the community. But inside of his heart, he's still that kid that didn't have enough. So in his heart, he really is already a part of everything, but he sees himself as lower, from like a lower place in society, and so he feels like he can't live up to you, Aries. Then we have, or maybe this is an aspect of between the two of you, 10 of stars. I feel as though he really admires you and he wants to be at your level, and he is at your level, but I feel like he doubts it, and he does so much work to try to be like everybody else. He works 10 times harder than everybody else to be like this. It's beautiful, this person. King of Trees, again, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, the architect, or Sagittarius or Aries. This person is going to spend a lot of time growing into who he is, especially on the financial side of things, and he is going to overwork himself until he understands that what he has, he deserves. So he's going to continue working way too hard, wasting his life, until he realizes that he doesn't have to prove anything to himself, that he's already there. But it's gonna be different in everybody's scenario how long that takes, but he's gonna be the man. So if you're willing to wait and be patient, and if he's nice to you, which I think he admires you, Aries. I think he loves you. I think that he or she loves you and admires you, and I feel very sad for him because he feels so timid and shy for who and what he is, that he overworks himself and wastes his life and nobody's paying attention. That's all the damage in his head from the way he's been treated before. And he's been ostracized and alienated in society. And now he is going to become the King of Trees, which is like the boss. So he's a tough man. He's irritability, that's what I'm getting, but it's not towards you. He loves you very much. He admires you. You're the shining thing. Like, raccoons love shiny things. Aries, you're the shiny thing that he always wanted since he was a little boy or a little girl. Okay? So now let's find out what sign is next. So we have Gemini next. Sun, Moon, and Rising. Geminis. So I don't know if you guys listen to the Sag reading, Geminis. Like, comment, and subscribe to make the energy real. If you don't, you won't get it. But Geminis, I have to tell you guys that there is more stuff coming out for Gemini to do with negativity. But that's not the nice Geminis who watch. That's probably the people who never watched a tarot reading in their life to begin with, right? But Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising, there are Geminis out there that are causing some kinds of rifts, and that energy is attached to you. So if you're a good Gemini, overall a decent person, you know that that's somehow attached to you as well, right? That's karma. It's all showing up some way. So I don't want you guys to get mad. I want you to pay attention around you and be very discerning about who you let in and who you let go of. Okay, this is a timeless reading for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. You can join by hitting the join button here and become a member. Thank you for all my new members. Hey girl, hey. So here is your first message, Gemini. How does he feel about you? We have the Teacher. So you may have met this person at school or college, or in a community like a church, or your cultural community, or your city community, whatever, the group of people that you run with, you met this person. Here is the next message. I'll make it real for you there. We have the Shadow, Fear. Okay. Somebody's attached to a very insular community, a community that is very afraid of anything outside of itself. And I feel like the person you're dealing with, Gemini, is aware of these prejudices, but they're still like, how do they answer to their uncle, to those kinds of prejudices that are in the community's heart, And so I feel like this person's already not a part of that anymore, but still struggles with the consequences of his community's prejudices or the beliefs of the place where he was connected with you through. Here is the next message: Page of Angels, Page of Swords, mysticism. This person is going to communicate in order to free himself or herself away from a group of people that are very restricted in their thinking or beliefs. This person is going to communicate to move away from the... It's very much somebody is tied, right? Tied to loving their family, but knowing that the family, let's say they hate gays, you know, they hate gay people. So it's like, well, that's a really bad thing to believe. So they're somehow disconnected from their community because the community has prejudicial beliefs or is very insular, and this person is trying to go their own way to try to build a life for themselves. Three of Trees. Everybody's working really hard. That's Mars in Capricorn. Three of Pentacles, dedication. This person probably has spent a lot of work on school, Gemini, or maybe it's you who has dedicated a large chunk of time to studying and broadening your education. Then you have the Ten of Hearts. So a lot of the readings today are coming up about proving yourself, overcoming where you've come from and the circumstances around you. And this is sort of similar. People are very much taking what they've received and piecing it together and then looking towards the people who are around them at this time to try to in some way connect with the people with whom, where they want to go in life, people around them. And so connect with the people around them to see where they want to go and make that heart-based connection. See, they have the heart-based connection, but they have the heart-based connection with people who don't have the same beliefs, values, or mental ideas that the person that you're asking about does. And what the place that they're in is that they are now looking for that heart-based connection in an environment where it's fair and it's equitable and it's just. And so they're looking towards you for that. Here is the next message. We have the King of Angels, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, the peaceful warrior. So this could be saying, Gemini, that you're going to meet someone new, another air sign, in a new direction in school, for some of you. But for others, I feel like the one thing, my dad's a Gemini, and maybe you guys know that, but my dad's a Gemini, and I find him very tolerant. So it's like the same kind of energy. It's like, I think this person's looking towards you to understand his circumstances, and I think that this person's looking towards you to kind of see the perspective. This is the King of Swords. He's like the ultimate card of rational understanding of circumstances. So someone's really, this person really wants you to understand what he's going through, okay? So I hope that helps your circumstances, okay? Make sure to like and comment to make the energy real. Go into the description. After I'm finished the stream, I'm going to post a pick a card on the same topic on the pick a card channel, so you'll get more information there. And a lot of the same themes are coming up for this reading as well as the other one, okay? Also at the end, I have a bonus. Okay, so next sign. Sorry that I'm taking so freaking long. Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. How does your person feel about you? Let me know if you guys want me to go faster or if this is the good pace for you. Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's take a look at your cards. Okay. First message for Cancer is Sun, Moon, and Rising. Like and comment to make the energy real. Knight of Trees, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. Secondary transits in air, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. The Custodian. There's someone with whom you found someone, Cancer, who you feel is a person you can build with towards. So there's someone with who you are around, who you see as a person you can build a stable life with. Then we have, there's been delays. There's the turnaround, the revolution. There's been delays in these circumstances, things outside of your control pressing down. And so definitely delays in your circumstances, but you're looking towards someone who, this is really nice for Cancer, because it's very like you have someone you can trust, and you have someone who's going to see you through, you know, they're not going to dip on you. Then you have the Sun. Okay, so this is happiness and joy. There's been delays in this relationship, Cancer, but this relationship is really solid. The thing about the Knight of Trees, even if he waits 3 years, he's going to be fine at the end of the day. So he's seeing you through. You definitely do have someone to rely on. There have been some recent environmental factors. Environmental factors, I mean like things in your environment that have in some way really slowed things down. Yes, the throat chakra has been shut down. So he has to focus on a lot of different things to keep up with the pace of life he's living. And that's why he's not been talking so much. That's why the throat chakra has been closed. Two of Angels next. And so this is Moon in Libra, balance. This person's trying to build balance in their life. They're hoping that you're going to wait for them. This is the reunion. So there's the Sun. This is the reunion. Once everything is addressed, such a temporary delay, and you're really worried about something, Cancer, because it's so good. The energy is so good in this relationship, guys. That's why you're so worried about it, Cancer, because it's exactly what you wanted in a relationship. And then you have the awakening. So there's gonna be a big decision, the emergence. A big decision is going to be made that's going to, in some way, really, after this decision is made, there will be no other decisions made about the issue. So that's the last of the decision. And then we have the Page of Hearts. So he's going to open up his heart towards you anyway, in a sense. So there's a big decision's made, and somebody is going to choose to open up their heart and share what's in their heart with the other person. So I think somebody is, Cancer, he's distracted in another direction, but soon enough a big decision will be made, and then there will be that serious offer. There will be that genuine offer. His heart is going to open up. And maybe this is you. Maybe this is your heart opening up when you realize it's the right time. So if your heart's not opening up in this situation, that's because it's not safe, right? You don't feel safe yet, and that's a good thing. You shouldn't do his work for him, right? And if you're dealing with a woman, same thing. You have to make sure that you're dealing with a person who's going to reciprocate and be fair and honest with you, right? So this person is coming through. It's just they have to put some things in order. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching this one. Go into the description after I'm done the stream. I'm going to post another pick a card on the same topic on the Pick a Card channel. Thank you guys so much. Okay, so next sign, please. Next sign is Aquarius. Hey Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's take a look at your sign. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's see. How does he feel about you, Aquarius? Let's see. We have the Six of so he thinks that he's one. Remember, Aquarius, if we're talking about a woman, then just switch the pronoun. So he thinks that he's won and he's succeeded. That's the one thing about Aquarian energy for men and women that's true. Aquarians don't play those kinds of games, like emotional games to figure out whether someone likes you or not. That's not the Aquarian thing at all. In fact, if you're with an Aquarius, that's the fastest way to make them not like you, is play with their emotions. So I feel like that's someone he feels that he has won you over. Okay, that's cool. So this person feels like they have won you over, but that's like a normal thing, because with Aquarians, it's like if they don't like you, they don't like you. Case closed. And if they like you, it's there's no BS around that, right? So success, and you're fine with that. Here's your card, Aquarius, the Star, hope. This could be a sign of soulmates as well with any sign. So success, you feel satisfied, you're happy in this relationship. And we have the Knight of Angels, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. You're thinking about making the next move, maybe increasing the seriousness of this dynamic, or maybe taking a trip, or expanding the level at which this relationship is relating. You're really, in some way, trusting this situation. I have a sense of like happiness. I have a real, my moon's in Aquarius, so I can feel you guys really good. So I have a sense of happiness, satisfaction, joy, like laughter, like just like a nice chuckle on a sunny day. So I feel like whoever's watching who's Aquarian, you know that this person is so proud of themselves that they've won you over, but it's such an easy thing. Anyway, it's not like, that's not the thing. They must have been dating a water sign before with all the gaslighting and stuff. So you have the path. And again, I'm not calling out Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. I'm just saying that that's the shadow side of the water element, right? So we have the path, exploration, Cancer, overcoming things. This person has gone through a lot, and they feel like this relationship is the payoff that they have worked towards for such a long time, Aquarius. Here is the next message, Queen of Hearts, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Second, heart-to-heart conversations, love. I think that somebody's divulging their feelings very clearly to another person. Then we have the release and metamorphosis, which is the card of Scorpio. What will I say? Taking a certain path, encouraging. How does this person feel about you? There's someone who's encouraging a situation to end. There's someone who's encouraging a situation to end. There could be another woman involved, but not in a romantic sense, but maybe more another female who's involved. If you're dealing with men, so if you're dealing with, like, how do we say this? If you're a man or if you're a woman dealing with a woman, there could be another female involved who is in some way getting involved in a situation, putting pressure on it to end. There's going to be someone, Aquarius, that is going to be in some way pressuring this dynamic, because I think this person has a different idea for you than you have for yourself. And this person, like, about your future and whatever, it feels like a mother or an aunt or something like that. I feel as though you're going to make a decision about where to go with this relationship, and I think you should make that decision very quickly. Either you're going to take it to the next step and take a leap and go with this person, or you're going to make a decision to go the direction that the Queen of Hearts thinks is better for you. You're really in a decisive point. My advice for you is to make that decision very quickly, okay? So don't waste your time. Just make the decision quickly and do what you're going to do. Like and comment to make the energy real. The pick a card option is in the description at the time when I finish the all signs reading, the stream. I also have a membership button. I want you guys to become my members. Let's build the biggest membership base in the world. I don't know, whatever. Okay, so just join me, become a member. It's by the name of the channel in the description. Okay, so next sign, sorry. Gemini, we have Pisces. Hey Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's take a look at your sign. I wasn't going to do an all signs today, and then I did. Okay, so Pisces, how does he feel about you? Tell me if I'm completely lost in terms of order, so if somebody can spell it out for me in the comments, that would be nice. Pisces, King of Trees, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, secondary transit in fire. This is a man who has achieved everything that he wants, and remember, switch the pronoun based on your preferences. So we already did Gemini, Masha. Okay, so King of Trees, you've met a man or a woman who has already achieved a lot in their life, so they have gained the success that they have sought out and the stability. Then the Four of Trees, Sun in Capricorn, Four of Pentacles. This person is very used to having things their own way, Pisces, and they're they're used to having things their own way. They're not used to compromising. This is going to be the problem of the relationship, because you guys are very generous and you keep giving and you don't mind giving. That's a Piscean trait. But I feel like if you're around someone who's hyper tuned to only receiving, because maybe he was some kind of a manager where he had a lot of people underneath him, you know, but he's used to he's used to having the walls up in life in general because of the positions he's had in his life. And you're going to struggle with him on that part, because this person in some way just doesn't open up because of habit. Queen of Trees, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. I love this card so much. Secondary transits in water, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, the nurturer. You have someone who wants, it's almost like this person is used to getting everything he wants, so now he has to re-socialize himself to be able to be as nurturing as you are, because you're gonna, I can see you just standing to the side, the Piscean energy I feel, standing to the side and just kind of watching the whole thing go down and being like, buddy, where are your manners? Like, where is, you know, and after a while, Pisces hears this gong show of a situation, and slowly but surely you just start realizing, like, I'm doing all the giving and this guy's like prancing around like I'm a servant or something. So you gotta, it's almost teetering on that level of relationship here. Sorry, I don't mean to bring up past relationships there. The path, Cancer, I think this person's finished, they might be retired already, like an early retirement, where, and they're just trying, maybe they spent all their time, their early years working to make the money that they have. And they've never picked up the skills, so now you're not dealing with someone who's just a narcissist. You're dealing with someone who has never practiced a certain type of lifestyle, and now they're going to try. I don't really feel like they're seeing you as the point through which they're gonna, you know, suddenly like learn how to treat people better. But I do feel like they feel it. They feel like there's the right place for them to be. Maybe they spent their early years, you know, just really applying themselves in career and not paying attention to anything else whatsoever. And I feel like now one of their bucket list is to pick up some social skills. So here they are with you, Pisces. So you got to figure out if you want this kind of a relationship. The next message is the Five of Angels, withdrawal. I do have a feeling like some of you Pisces are going to just leave this situation, because at a certain point you're going to realize that this person has more issues than you're ready to live with, you know. Those are his issues, and if you form a relationship with him, then his issues become your issues. That's the bottom line of relationships, right? So maybe at a certain point you're like, I feel the edging away. I feel like the little bit of like swerving a little bit, like to get out of the way a little bit from the Pisces. And I feel the Pisces energy very strongly because it's my opposite sign. And I know it's the Pisces who's just like, ooh. Here is the next message. We have Page of Angels, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. I don't feel as though this relationship is in some way like giving up, breaking up, but I do feel like there's going to be a critical moment in which I think you, the Pisces, is going to in some way kind of take a step back, because you're like, this person's not pulling through in the way that I need them to be. But also that might be the pressure on them to kind of get their act together a bit more. So it's not necessarily a bad thing, Pisces. I think he just needs to like get his act together. That's the bottom line. Get his act together and pick up some social skills, you know. Some of these people that work in certain capacities where you have to have a lot of training, or you have to have worked 80, 100 hours a week. A lot of these executive jobs are like that. You know, they do really good at what they do, but they are probably pretty afraid of social interaction and all these things. And they end up avoiding those things altogether and just kind of trying to get by on their money or whatever. And that makes them very depressed individuals. So have compassion for your man or your woman, Pisces, because I feel like this provided that they have compassion towards you as well. Okay, make sure to like and comment to make the energy real. Go into the description if you want to check out pick a card on the same topic. How does he feel about you? I'll post it right after stream. Okay, next sign. Which signs do we have left? I know we haven't done Virgo. There we go, Virgo. If somebody could like spell it out for me what signs are left, that would be very, very helpful. Virgo, sun, moon, and rising. Like and comment to make the energy real. Welcome to your timeless reading for how does he feel about you. Virgos, I want every single Virgo out there to join me and become a member. I have 2 videos out, and I'll put out the series of 12 videos out this week for my members on YouTube. And that's everyone who's been supporting me on Vimeo can now support me on YouTube by the join feature, so feel free to do that. Okay, let's rock and roll, Virgos. Sun, moon, and rising. Let's take a look at your sign. We have 3 of stars, 3 of wands. So Virgo, so things coming in. Virgo's messages. Here's some channeled messages for you guys. Virgos, you are in the pool of, I think it's the mutable signs, but Pisces isn't getting this energy, maybe because Neptune is in Pisces right now. But Sag, Gemini, and Virgo all got messages that there are the good Virgos and then there are the bad Virgos out there. I just got to say that. The 3 of stars, 3 of wands, I feel as though there's good outcomes coming in for you for something that you've put effort in towards before, Virgo, and now you're seeing the consequence of that. I feel like somebody has had, this is just channeled messages to begin with. Virgo, I feel like somebody, and watch the Sag video because a lot of the shadow side stuff I talk about in the Sag video. That's the first one in this video. Okay, so watch the Sag part. You have the 3 of stars. I feel as though something's gotten in the way of your love life. Someone has gotten in the way of your love life with the person you have in mind. So there's been gossip or rumors that have been ruining the situation for you. But I don't feel like you've had a way to address the issue through communication. So in order to talk about it, I don't think that there was a way. What I do feel, though, that you have done the right things at the right time, and the proof is in the actions. So everybody is learning the truth now based on the actions that you have taken. So it's already, you don't have the good outcome. So yes, you've gone through a period in which, sorry for raising my voice, I got excited. Yes, there was a period in which some, bottom feeder kind of energy got involved and was super aggressive and tried to mess up things for you, but I feel like you kept on diligently working towards a positive outcome for yourself, and you've risen above. You have very much, and seen a positive outcome of that for you. You have the 8 of Hearts next, which is Saturn in Pisces. You cared about this situation so much before, Virgo. I can just feel how much you love this person, or loved this person. I said a D at the end. And now I feel like you're tired. You're simply tired of this dynamic, this situation. I feel as though you have been dealing with circumstances in which people have not given you the respect that you deserve, or the respect that qualifies you is qualified to you as a human being. So you've been interacting with circumstances that have been degrading towards you as a person, because the people with whom you've been interacting with, Virgo, There are people around. The Lilith is in your 7th house. There are people around who are degrading in nature, okay? And so you're feeling somewhat less safe in this relationship now, Virgo, because you have been burned. But your virtue and your virtue in this situation is now coming out as clear, if that makes sense, because your behaviors before, people are now seeing the truth through those behaviors that you've taken before, so that you're not doing anything. If anything, you're backing away from a situation because you're so tired of degrading behaviors by others. You know, the lack of truth and honesty. Here is the next message. You have the Page of Angels, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, mysticism, a new beginning, a new breakthrough, a new opportunity. So I feel as though you have an opportunity towards a new direction, Virgo. It's a new beginning. It's not saying something really great. It's just saying it could be great or it could be something, but it's a new path. A new path has opened up for you, Virgo, here. Here is, how does he feel about you? See, whatever circumstances have degraded or given you a bad reputation, I feel like the outcome is that the proof is being shown now. The proof is being clarified now, and the truth is being shown about circumstances to do with the past. So now they understand, but it's like maybe even too little too late. King of Swords, King of Stars, Gemini, Sag, Leo, or Aries, secondary transits in fire, Sag, Leo, or Aries. I feel like you want to gain distance, and there's one person who is the most superficial out of the people you've been interacting with, Virgo. That's like, let's say you're dealing with a group of people, Virgo, and in that group of people there's a lot of charlatans, a lot of just shady people with bad behaviors. That turns you off. You don't want to be a part of it. You don't want to be near the dishonesty, and the new path is kind of out there, right? And I feel like this King of Stars is the personification. This person, he's been showing up in your readings as a stalker, remember? Like someone showing up trying to be intrusive. This person has shown up time and again, kind of meddling, and he's the personification of a group of people that are dishonest, because he carries those qualities the most, or the most intense, right? And so I feel like in some way they have, it's almost, how do you say this? They are playing themselves at their own game. So basically they are in some way, by doing the things they have done from the wrong assumptions they have made before. So they had so this guy that you're asking about, or this girl, is in a group of people that have passed poor assumptions, and there's lies interwoven in that group of people that had led them to the wrong conclusions in the past. Now they're coming to become aware of the truth in the situation. And then there's also one other person who in some way, in your mind at least, represents like the highest iteration, the highest manifestation of a low vibrational energy you've seen in this group of people that's totally turned you off. And here comes your love interest, and he's sort of realized that this dynamic, that they were wrong and you were right, Virgo, but do you want any part of it? And and in the reactions that they have extended towards you, Virgo, since the time that they had believed some dishonest thing or some kind of a circumstance or situation, their behaviors have shown you who they are. So they were judging you for something bad or dark or dirty, but in fact it's their behaviors responding to the thing they thought were bad and dark and dirty, which wasn't. that's coming to light that it wasn't. Now it's becoming clear who they are, so they kind of played themselves at their own game. But this is a group of people, and then there's one person in that who sees the virtue, who's kind of like, oh crap, what am I a part of? And so this person is kind of breaking away and moving in your direction. But my question is, after such insults, what do you want? Here is the next message. You have the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, you got two cards. You have the Strength card, Leo, the Force, and the Wheel of Fortune. So very, very quick. I think there's a very quick resolution for you, Virgo, here. Not only is your reputation spared, but also I feel like you've risen above the conflicts and the circumstances that have been around you. And at the end of the day, it's going to be your decision about what you want and what you don't want. I think that you should keep an open mind. This might grow into something wonderful. Just, I would say, stay quiet for now, Virgo, and pay attention and see where things unfold, because I think there's more for you that's good, that's on the horizon that you're not seeing now. And some of the circumstances you've been exposed to, the group of people, the social circle, was really, really degrading to you as a person. It was slowing you down. So get away from that toxicity. Maybe your love interest will get away from it as well. But then the point is, at the end of the day, there will be whole new factors very soon coming towards you that you're going to in some way have to consider, and there'll be new options for you anyway. Maybe with this person, maybe with someone else. This could be a love interest. This could grow into a love interest as well, Virgo. Make sure to like and comment to make the energy real. I really want to stress to you guys that the Wheel of Fortune, the breakthrough, is very much Jupiter. So good luck is coming to you very, very quickly, and I don't think you have anything to worry about, Virgo. But you got to choose at the end of the day if this guy who is believing such gnarly things is worth it. Okay? So next sign. Virgo's always right. Okay, so let's see the next message. Gemini. Who's left? Sag, we've done. Virgo, we've done. Scorpio, we haven't done. Have we done Scorpio yet? Okay, thank you, Liz. Liz just clarified for me. So we have Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, and Capricorn, mostly fixed signs. So Scorpio first. Let's find out, how does he feel about you, Scorpio? Scorpio. Scorpio. Let's see the first message. We have the Three of Swords, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra energy. Clarification, Scorpio. Broken heart. He feels, well, I think the broken heart is yours, Scorpio. I feel like someone you've been dealing with broke your heart. Then you let that go. This is the release. This is Scorpio card, the Death card, Metamorphosis. Maybe one or both people were very sad about this situation and decided to just let it go. So really put an end to a situation, closure, completion. And then we have the Ace of Hearts. So a choice to begin in a new direction, new relationships possible. This really feels like someone, you know how some relationships end over a very long period of time, and some relationships are like super steamy and emotional, and then one day you just decide you're not together, and like boom, it's over. So it's like, boom, it's over. Here is the next message. King of Hearts, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Healer. Broken heart. Somebody told you it was going to be this way. Excitement about the future. Breaking apart from the past. Here is the next message. You have the Page of Hearts, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Innocence. Secondary transits in Earth, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. I feel as though somebody has guided the situation. An older figure has said that this situation was over. So I think that that's a mistake. I think that the fact that someone who is much older, much more experienced, was defining the nature of a relationship that they were not a part of. And I feel like the younger people, you were one of them, was listening to this and there was someone who was guiding the situation and saying, no, no, it's not going to work. And then they believed it, and that broke everybody's heart except the person who was, you know, finger wagging, the person who was like giving the advice. They just felt they were right in a situation. And I think that that broken heart led to someone becoming aware of what they truly do love. And I think that they try to be a different person after. But there's going to be delays. So you have the turnaround, revolution. That's okay. This is the Hanged Man. There's factors in the world around you, Scorpio, that are now causing delays. There are factors that are around you, Scorpio, that are causing delays. And I feel like there are factors around you that are causing delays, Scorpio, but I feel like the broken heart was their wake-up call. And I think that they're going to bring love towards you, because I think that they decide that they no longer want to live with a broken heart, and they take a look at the situation. I also feel like there's been some, for Scorpios, there's been some time between you and this person communicating. So there's been some time between then and now. And now it almost feels like somebody says, okay, I have a broken heart. I understand what it is, but I'm going to decide not to have a broken heart and try for love anyway. But there's going to be some delays to seeing that happen. So whenever you're watching, just be patient. But I feel like somebody rationally decides to no longer have a broken heart and to begin new relationship. Okay? So I hope that's with you, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Remember, I have a pick a card available in the description that I'll post once I'm finished the stream. And if you want to go check that out, it's How Does He Feel? You can also join and subscribe with me. I hope you guys do, because I hope you guys do, because it's fun and I'm putting a lot of stuff out there. Sorry, I've already done a lot. We have only 3 left. So let's pick the next one. We have Taurus. Hey Tauruses, Sun, Moon, and Rising, fixed sign Tauruses. Taurus Moon is the 6 of Pentacles. I want every Taurus Moon to know that, because you guys are so generous. And then I want any cute Taurus Moon men to write me emails. I'm just kidding. Okay, so we have 2 cards jump out. King of Hearts just got burned. Nine of Angels, which is the Mars in Gemini. So broken heart. Someone feels kind of away, Taurus. I would say, let's not keep this as a Taurus reading, but just maybe this is left over from Scorpio. Somebody's feeling salty. Somebody's feeling salty, I suspect. Let's take a look at Taurus energy, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's keep it going. We have the 6 of Stars, success. Taurus is so successful. I feel as though Taurus is like, if you're a single Taurus and you're watching this, just know that you're very, very attractive this year and next year. So Tauruses are really high on the scale of attractiveness over the next year and a half. So you guys are doing really, really good. Here is the next message. You have the 5 of Trees, the 5 of Pentacles, a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, and we have limitation. There's something that you want to achieve, but there's physical limitations on that. I think it has to do with money, having enough money to be able to do what you want. There's 6 of Trees, which is 6 of Pentacles. That's Moon in Taurus. Hey girl, hey. So that's your card. And so let's celebrate Moon in Taurus. There we go. So we have Moon in Taurus and 6 of Trees. So I feel like 2 people come together towards practical outcomes, practical solutions. I feel like this isn't about like using someone. This is about really 2 people understanding that they need to work together to achieve the goals that they want. So how does he feel about you? I think that he feels that he can trust you, and that's very important. Like he can trust you with his life and, you know, his future and whatever. Then you have the beginning. We have initiation, a new direction towards things. And then we have the Queen of Angels, Queen of Swords, visionary. Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising, secondary transits in water, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. I feel like there is a... I feel like this person really wants you to take the lead with them, Taurus. This person, this is you. This person wants you to, in some way, just understand what they're doing, understand what they need from you. They really want that high level connection to do with your mind, to really get your mind on the same page as each other. The last card that jumped out was Page of Trees. This person looks like they're about to start a business, and this person's about to start a business, and they are, it's almost like, you know, when the boat is leaving the dock and it's still kind of wrapped up in like to the dock with rope, and the person on the boat is you, Taurus, and you're like, come on, get in, and then the other person has to make a decision whether or not they're gonna get on that boat with you. Okay? And you're like, Taurus, I'm on a boat, hey. But don't worry, if this person doesn't get on a boat with you, then somebody else will, because you guys are irresistible. So if you're single out there, you should definitely, this is a timeless reading, so you can watch any time. But if you're watching in 2019, 2020, whatever, you should be out there dating. And if you're single, like, put yourself out there. Even if you feel like crap, just go out there, meet people. You will do great, okay? Make sure to like and comment to make the energy real. And I have another answer on the Pick a Card channel for how does he feel, and it's in the description. I'll post it after I'm done the stream, so go check that out, okay? Thanks, Taurus. Talk to you soon. Bye. Okay, so Leo and Capricorn, right? Last but not least. Last but not least, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Okay, so we'll do Leo last but not least, Capricorn next, and then we have a bonus reading at the end for anybody who's sticking around watching. And hi to my lurkers. I saw Kathy show up. I saw Cassie show up also. So hey guys, thanks for watching at work. Okay, so let's see. And we have 11:11 now, elapsed time. Woo. Okay, so Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. How does he feel about you? Broken heart. 3 of Swords. Okay, broken heart. Sadness. The release. Starting to look like the Scorpio reading. Broken heart. Capricorn, broken heart, letting go of a broken heart. Letting go of a broken heart. Page of Stars, Page of Wands, Sag, Leo, or Aries, secondary transits in Earth. Somebody's letting go of their past and beginning something new. They want an adventurous future, so they want adventure. Here is the next message. We have the 5 of Stars, 5 of Wands, diversity, sorry. So I feel like somebody's, you know, when a person experiences trauma, what happens is that they get locked into the phase of life at which the trauma happens. So if you have, you know, trauma when you're 5 or 6, then sometimes you can get locked into that mentality, right? So I feel like you're dealing with someone who is trying, and the way to get out of trauma is to circumnavigate all the developmental stages you've missed since you've received the trauma. So let's say, you know, you're a grown adult now and you've had trauma since you were 5. Your goal is to in some way find yourself as a grown adult with all the stages of development you've missed from when you were a child that was affected by the trauma. That's how it works. And so I feel like the person, Capricorn, that you're dealing with in some way feels like they're removed. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? Like emotionally removed from here and now, and the people that they're interacting with, because they've gone through some things and they feel like I'm not saying it's like a developmental trauma, okay? I'm not saying it's borderline, nothing like this, but this person has been either in a bad relationship for a decade or something else, and they're trying to reconnect with the rest of the world now because what they had was stuff, it was bad stuff, and they really want to celebrate moving forward, but they're very nervous about who they are now, because a decade relationship can really screw you up. I had a 10-year relationship too. It feels very weird. Before I was in a relationship, there was no, you know, online dating sites. Well, there was online dating sites, but there wasn't apps, you know, and all these kinds of things. So, you know, what it is now, it wasn't 10 years ago. So you're dealing, Capricorn, with a person who is sort of like it, like I mentioned trauma just to explain the concept, but it's not necessarily a trauma that they have. They just have been out of the loop for a while, and now they feel like, how do I get plugged back in? Here is the next message: 8 of Trees, Sun in Virgo, skill, success. This person works really hard. They have they apply themselves a lot. They commit themselves a lot to whatever they're doing. Then we have the acceptance. This is the Sagittarian card. This is the card of temperance, harmony. I feel like this person wants a lot out of life moving forward, and they want whoever is with them to come in with them. They want someone to participate with them in the new life and the excitement. They've worked really hard, but they feel there's a little bit of nervousness of carrying forward their feelings and emotions towards the person that they're with, which is tough for you, because right now, Capricorn, in 2019 and 2020, this is a reading that is timeless. But if you're watching in 2019, 2020, you're busy. So it's very hard for you to be extra accommodating, right? So the main thing here is you do need to accommodate this person. They're not going to make it without you accommodating them. The other thing is you have to be willing to go for adventure to be in a relationship with this person. This person's going to want to, they feel like they've lost a decade of their life. This person feels like they lost a significant chunk, and they've made a decision not to allow that to affect their life anymore. So you have to be with the program, but they also feel a lack of confidence in sharing their feelings with you, right? The 5 of Stars. They have a lack of confidence in sharing their feelings with you because they don't know how it is. They've never been on a dating app, for example. So anyway, if you guys like, make sure to like and comment to make this energy real. If this is a tough message, it's kind of a tougher one today, still like and comment, because you still want to work through that energy and start the relationship if you want it to work out. So even though it's a constructive message, I hope that you guys take it on, because hopefully it'll help you bring your relationship into harmony, right? Okay, so pick a card reading up when I'm finished the live stream on the Pick a Card channel for the same topic, and you can join in below the screen, below this description, join to become a member, and I have lots of videos up there for you guys with that. Okay, so let's take a look at the next sign. Last but not least, we know it is the famous Leo clan, meow meow Leos, and after Leo we're going to do a reading for everyone, collective reading. So here's our Leos, meow meow. Let's do it. This took a minute, eh, Liz? Thanks for sitting through with me and joining us. Okay, Leos, how does he feel about you? Let's find out. We have the Lovers. The only time this card came up, Leo. The Lovers, Gemini, Union. Let's see. Passion, love, trust. 3 of Trees. Work really hard. Both of you are working really hard. I feel like at this time you communicate less because work is taking up such a huge time in your life. So there's like a question of, is it still as good? Is it the same? Is it still worthwhile? Yeah, it is. It's going to be fine. 10 of Trees next. The Loyalty card. 10 of Pentacles. Mercury and Virgo. I think that it's loyalty and trust. You're both working towards a wonderful outcome. Here is the next message. We have the turnaround, revolution. There's delays. It really feels, Leo, like you and the person that you're asking about are working towards outcomes, and it's taking a long time. It's a lot of effort. And so you're sitting there and you're wondering, like, is this going to become anything? Is this going to grow to be anything? So it's, but the thing is, you're putting physical effort into your life. You're continually investing physically into your well-being and into your success. And therefore, as you're both putting physical effort in towards the outcome, you're investing in your life together. So you're reinforcing that relationship. You have the universe. This is the world card, expansion. Travel is possible. I think that some of you may have to, Leos, move in order to really make this relationship better. And the Knight of Trees, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, custodian, secondary transits in air, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. I feel like this person's going to see you through, even if you, like, you know, went crazy and joined like a cult, or joined like a, you know, some kind of like a racial extremist group or something like that. Even if you went completely nuts, I think this person would see you through. So I think this, whoever you're asking about, this person's like a ride and die for you, Leo. I think that the only thing that this relationship really struggles with is maybe you are both introverts and you don't really talk to each other as much as you could, you know? So maybe you're in some way not communicating as openly as you want to reinforce your feelings for each other. Maybe that's something that you guys can work on. But I think that what you're, in terms of the way that you share, the way that you love each other is through the physical world. So by earning money, by saving money, by taking care of each other, you're showing each other that you love each other. So there you go. Like and comment to make the energy real. The extended, there is no extended. I did a pick a card on the pick a card channel with the same question. That's going to be up just the moment that I finish this. And now let's begin with our big reading for everybody who hung out with me for the entire hour. Let's find out. I'm going to use a different deck. Why don't we use the Illuminated Tarot? I like this deck a lot. I'm going to do the pyramid spread for you guys. So how does he feel about you? Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to make the energy real. This is a message for anybody who watches. So if you're watching, this message is for you, okay? And let's see your first message. You have the Nine of Swords. So there's been a conflict. In fact, I've done the reading for all the signs, and I will say that most of the signs resonated, not radiated, some level of conflict. There was people that were, it feels like people were kind of unstable. How do you say? People in the environment, in most of these situations we did today, were sort of unstable in their beliefs. It's like you couldn't leave good enough alone. In all these scenarios, there was someone, another person, not necessarily the love interest, that was in some way sticking their nose where it doesn't belong and causing conflict. Like, you shouldn't date her. She's you know, she's too young for you, or you shouldn't date him because he is too broke, or whatever. So there have been definitely, and I felt petty energy, a lot of petty, like, let's destroy somebody else's thing because I don't have what they have, right? So there's a lot of that kind of stuff that's going around in general. Watch for your sun, moon, and rising in the video for more information on that. I tried to be honest about it without trying to make it, you know, the only thing that I was talking about, but that definitely was there a lot. Then you have the King of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. This is saying that overall, this is the time for you to find love. This is the time in which you will find love, fall in love, find truth, and the people around, the people that you're going to be meeting, the people that you're exposed to, are going to be the people who are very kind of on the same page as you with regard to that. So the environment around you is like, this is saying, like, this is the right time in your life to find love and fall in love, get married, have a family, whatever. Then Five of Swords here. There's a misunderstanding between people that's causing conflict. There's a miscommunication or misunderstanding. There's no communication about the fact that there's a conflict between people. And so people are in some way not sharing with each other what the problem is, and so therefore the problem keeps showing up and not being addressed. Then we have the Two of Swords, Moon and Libra here. This is really I wonder what you guys think when I sort of like stumble on my words. I get excited. I'm like, no, don't say this, Veroosh, say it this way. But this Two of Swords is basically saying, I felt right from the beginning that, and in many of the all signs options, that someone's supposed to leave a situation alone. Don't start trying to in some way work it through. Trust that it's going to work out. Send out the positive signals. Do your due diligence to do a good job and push through this way. The Ace of Swords is the next message, communication. So don't miss the opportunity to communicate in this relationship. There will be an opportunity to communicate. They're going to try to reach out. And if you don't take that hint, if you don't jump on board, you're going to miss the opportunity to resolve this, and it's going to be more complicated. So make sure when they say, hey, let's talk next Friday, you'll be like, don't say no, say yes, okay, sure, let's go for tea at Starbucks. The next message is the King of Swords, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, secondary transits in fire, Sag, Leo, or Aries. This is an extension of how people think and how they position themselves in the world. All of the readings that I did today had some aspect of that. It's how you think of yourself, how you see yourself, and what your priorities and what your moral priorities are. But also about being free. There's huge messages about, yes, there's who you are or what you are in the world, but there's also your heart and your soul and your feelings. And your feelings and your heart and your soul want to be free. They want to, it's kind of messy. You kind of want to write on the walls. You kind of want to, wear like the green pants. Whenever I wear my green pants, I'm so happy because they make me just so happy. So we all have these things. You have to have a little bit of flavor added to a whole lot of reason about how to live your life. I think that a lot of rules and structure were adopted in this situation because they were in some way trying to deal with very difficult situations. So while people were living through difficult situations, they had all these rules and things to try to figure out. But now that time has passed, and now it's time to let go some of the rules and some of the limitations. You in the situation, Ace of Cups, new relationship, you're fine. It's coming in. Just trust. Don't worry. This is you. Remember when they say, "Aw, thank you, MD. That's sweet." I just caught somebody's comment in the comment section as I was about to say the next thing. It was a very nice compliment, so thank you. But the Ace of Cups, shoot, what was I saying? I just feel like people built up walls after a period of tough time, and now you are beginning something new, and it's all coming in for you. And yes, there's still irritating circumstances. They built up the walls because there was some difficult circumstance that they were dealing with. Nine of Swords, a bad period of time, bad transit. Frankly, 2016, 2017, and 2018, those were bad transit years. We didn't talk about it because we didn't want to make you guys sad, but it wasn't like this wonderful transit, It was all like potential for war, the threat of war very high, and we've seen it happen, mass shootings, all of these things. So you adopt a more careful approach because the environment is so toxic. But I feel like that threat is leaving us slowly. We're not in the clear yet, but we're all individually feeling a bit safe. And on a personal level, now new relationships are possible. And now it's time to let go of the rules and the building up the walls and trying to protect yourself a little bit. you can let go of that now a little bit. Here is the next message. So you have around you the Eight of Wands, okay? So somebody's going to try to make communication happen. How does he feel about you? He's going to try. And that's important. I've cold shouldered someone, many people actually, who not many, but like when I was young, one of the biggest hurdles I had to overcome was when he was trying to make an approach towards me. I'm talking about romance. I would cold shoulder guys and lose, and they right at the precise moment they were trying. So it's like a man-eater kind of energy, right? And so and sometimes it's so subtle when they try that you have to in some way be really paying attention to help them achieve that. So they have to initiate, but you have to in some way facilitate that so that you find the resolution, okay? So this is for everyone, whoever's watching, this is a message for you. Eight of Hearts next, which is Saturn in Pisces. You're worried that there's going to be a loss in passion. You're worried that there's going to be a loss in the connection, that there's too many bad things that happened. The Four of Cups, you're going to receive an offer. So that's the big message here. You're receiving an offer. You got to pay attention, because if you blink, you will miss it. But on the bottom is the Ten of Pentacles, which is the loyalty card, the loyalty family. I feel like you have nothing to worry about. I think, like, yes, it's been difficult, so you kind of like built some walls to protect yourself. But I feel like you wait in time, and I think that the solutions that you are seeking are coming for you. And it's just been a period of struggle or conflict that you've been managing, and now it's time to move on. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Of course, watch for your individual sign. I also did a pick a card reading that's linked in the description for how does he feel. So there's options there to choose from. And also, of course, join Veroosh with all the cool girls and cool guys that are joining in the masses. We're going to have so much fun in the membership section. We're already having fun. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, timeless reading. I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye. Thank you for watching. And big special thank you and shout out to Liz. Thank you for keeping track. Nice to see you again. I've been missing you in the live sessions. And thank you to all my moderators who had shown up today. Thank you. Bye.